So Benevolence Farm was created by our founder, Tanya Gisa, who is responding to this observation that there was this massive increase in incarceration across the United States. And along that rise, women's incarceration was, in some estimates, growing 800% from the inception of the war on drugs around the 1970s. But the gender responsive resources for women coming home have certainly, even to this day, not kept pace with that growth. And that was something that, as a social worker, she was hearing from people that women needed, and the women themselves were saying they needed housing and employment. So Benevolence Farm was created to not only provide that immediate housing and employment, but to also address this gender responsive need and to create community where people could come home. The farm came about because she was asking people what they missed the most while incarcerated, and behind the answers of family and children and friends, there was some of these messages resonating of like sunlight or stars or like the breeze, because when you're incarcerated you cannot control your movement, and so you can't just go outside to look at the stars or go outside when it's raining. You don't have that autonomy to choose, and you're often surrounded by metal and concrete and barbed wire, which are kind of like the most anti-natural feeling substances out there. And so the location was somewhat intentional to reflect this opportunity to heal in nature. So that's where the farm component comes in, which also ties into our employment program.